Welcome students. Today we will learn chapter 11, light, shadow and reflection. In this we will learn about the light. What is light? So we are able to see so many things around us, and this possible only due to the presence of light. Suppose if we get into a dark room with no light at all, we cannot see anything around us. But in the same place, if we turn on the light or light a candle, we can see the things and objects present inside that room. Hence, without light, things cannot be seen. Light helps us to see objects. In this picture, you can see that the light of the sun is falling on the plant, or we can say that on the flower. And the flower reflects the light, and that reflected light reaches to the eye of the boy, and thus the boy is able to see the flower. So if we are seeing the non-luminous objects, means the objects which are not having their own light, so how these objects are visible to us? They are visible to us. Why? Because they are reflected the light of the luminous objects. Okay, now in this we will see the properties of light. There are some properties of light, like white light is a combination of 7 colors, as you can see in the rainbow. Light is an electromagnetic waves. Light always travels in a straight line, and the speed of light is 3 lakhs km per second, and it can travel in vacuum. So these all are the properties of light. On the basis of light, objects can be classified into luminous objects and non-luminous objects. Luminous objects means the objects having lights of its own, and non-luminous object means the objects which do not have lights of its own. Example of luminous objects are stars, light bulb, glowworms, etc. Examples of non-luminous object: stone book, table, clothes, etc. Now in this picture you can see the object emitting its own light, and also the bulbs of street light produces light of its own. So these two are the luminous objects. Now here you can see opaque, transparent and translucent objects. Depending on the light transmission capacity, objects can be of different types. If we cannot see through an object at all, it is an opaque object. If you are able to see clearly through an object, it is allowing light to pass through it and is transparent. There are some objects through which we can see, but not very clearly. Such objects are known as translucent objects. Okay, so in other words, we can say that transparent objects allow all light to pass through them. Translucent objects, they allow only partial light to pass through them, whereas opaque objects, they do not allow the light to pass through them. That's why we are not able to see through the opaque objects. Now in this figure you can see that in this picture we have a picture of elephant, and we have separated in the 3 columns: transparent, translucent and opaque. In the first column you can see, if we are seeing this picture from the transparent object, we can see the picture clearly. In the second you can see we have translucent objects, and that's why the picture is not very clear. Okay, so this is translucent objects, and opaque object you cannot see anything. What is behind that object, we cannot see that. So that is opaque object. So we cannot see through the opaque object. Now what are the difference between transparent, translucent and opaque objects? As we can see, there is a definition, and there is a difference in the definition also. A material through which light can pass completely are called transparent objects. A material through which light can pass partially, they are known as translucent objects. And a material through which light cannot pass at all, they are known as opaque objects. We can see clearly through transparent objects, we can see partially through translucent objects, and we cannot see through opaque objects. Also, they are known as see-through objects, ST objects. We can say transparent objects as ST objects. Translucent objects are known as PST objects, that means the partially see-through objects. And opaque objects are known as NST object, that means non-see-through objects. The color of these objects depends on the amount of light they emit. The color of translucent objects depends on the amount of light absorbed, scattered and reflected. The color of opaque objects depends on the amount of light they absorb. So we will be able to see the objects lying on the underside of the transparent objects, and to some extent we will be able to see the objects lying on the other side of translucent objects, but we will not be able to see the objects lying on the other side of opaque objects. So now I hope the difference is clear. What are transparent objects, translucent objects and opaque objects? Now we have some examples. For transparent objects we have example of an empty glass. It is a transparent object, we can see through it and light can completely pass through it. All the colors of the light spectrum are reflected by the glass. For example of the translucent objects, we are taking window glass, that is frosted window glass. It is a translucent object and we can barely see through it. Light can diffusely pass through it. The partially absorbed light scatters in different directions from a translucent glass. And for the opaque object, we are taking the example of an apple. It is an opaque object, as we cannot see through it, no light can pass through an apple. All the colors of the light spectrum are absorbed by apple, but only the red color is reflected back. That's why we can see the apple in red color. Other examples are also mentioned here, like we have computer screen, glass, fish aquarium and camera lenses. These are the examples of transparent objects. What are the other examples of translucent objects? Examples of translucent objects are wax paper, tracing paper, butter paper, colorful balloons, etc. Other examples of opaque objects that includes cardboard, mobile phone, wood, metals, door and also your body. Your body is also the example of opaque objects. Now, what exactly are shadows? So everything around us, living or non-living, forms shadows. Shadows form due to the property of objects to block the light. Opaque objects do not allow any light to pass through them. The dark patch formed on the ground when an opaque object is held in the sunlight is called the shadow. In this picture you can see the shadow of the girl dancing on the floor and the light coming from the sun. Okay, so the light is not able to pass through the body of that girl, that's why you can see the shadow on the earth. So we need a source of light and an opaque object to see a shadow. These two things are required, the source of light and also the opaque object. Shadow gives us some information about the object. These shadows can sometimes also mislead us about the shape of the object. We can create a few shadows with our hand and make believe that they are shadows of animals. So the size of the shadow changes depending on the angle of the light. Our shadow keeps changing throughout the day. It is longest in the early morning and the late afternoon. During afternoon, when the sun is overhead, there is very little or no shadow at all, because the position of the sun changes throughout the day. The angle at which the rays falls on the ground also change. So I hope you have understood these topics very well. In the next video, we will learn more about the shadows and the pinhole camera. Okay, so thank you for watching the video.